We've been here today to celebrate the start of a new research network for Greater Manchester. Not just Greater Manchester, but also East Cheshire and East Lancashire, so we're a bit bigger than we were before. We've got a great opportunity to meet with more of the staff that we worked with, to get them to understand what the new network is about and how we can work together to make research more widely available for the population that we serve.
The new network has brought together 102 networks into 15. Within those 15 networks, we've now encompassed all the expertise of the topic networks with the comprehensive network, which means that we've got the expertise to be able to run clinical trials successfully in the UK, all under one roof.
Warm welcome to the launch event for our CRN.
And the companies that I talk to, and I know Martin and Debbie who talk to as well, are increasingly saying that the UK is a good place to do clinical research.
And I really am delighted that we've got such a packed house here today, because so many of you and your colleagues in your organisations and your teams will have been absolutely central to the success of all our networks in the past. And I certainly feel across our network footprint, we've got a real strong track record for biomedical research.
And I can say we are the envy of Europe and we're the envy of the US in our ability to create this integrated health research system, of which arguably the Clinical Research Network is the most important part.
In Greater Manchester, recruit between 7 and 9% of that national total. So we're really punching above our weight.
Because if it feels right, and if you think it is going to deliver the broader aim of increasing high quality research, then I would do it.
And I'm really pleased to say that the Greater Manchester Clinical Research Network recruits the highest number of individuals to cancer studies in 2013-14.
We want to also increase the number of primary and secondary care providers that are involved in research.
We've got a couple of star performers at the top, but I'm really excited about what we can do for patients in Manchester in this division.
And I guess this is a really good opportunity as well for me to say thank you to all those healthcare professionals and to the patients.
I think it's a hugely exciting opportunity that we have. And I think we've got that real privilege to drive forward different care models for, as you all know, people who, when they're at their most vulnerable and needy, when they're accessing the NHS.
And I'd like to thank you all very much for coming along today and supporting Greater Manchester.
We'll be able to do things that we wouldn't have been able to do with the old structure. We'll be able to work more flexibly, and that means we should be more efficient.
I think the new network is going to be fantastic across Greater Manchester. Greater Manchester has a fantastic reputation for research. Its patient population is one of the poorest health populations in the UK. They're one of the most receptive groups for research, and we have a really active patient population in Greater Manchester.
I think the new structures will allow a lot more sensible working and the teamwork and collaboration that Debbie spoke about. The previous network structures, we did talk a lot together in the North West, but actually there wasn't often a pressure for us to necessarily work together because we were funded separately.
Those numbers of patients recruited, they do have some meaning, but we would agree with you if you were to tell us that they're not the whole picture, and of course they're not the whole picture. There are other numbers that we use to reflect that.
It's been a really exciting event. We've had, we think there must have been at least 200 people in the audience, many of them active in research across the patch, and I think that it's testament to their efforts that Manchester is one of the best clinical research environments in the UK, and we're hoping with this new network that we'll accelerate that process and make research even more widely available for the population here.
I think bringing the networks together is going to create great opportunities across Greater Manchester. We'll be able to recruit patients from primary care homes and secondary care trusts. We've also got pharmacies that are involved in research, and we've got fantastic opportunities for the patients in Greater Manchester.